I'm agoraphobic. I can't go outside.
Agoraphobia is an anxiety disorder. Hi, my name is Dr. Courtney Tracy, and today we're going to be watching The Woman in the Window.
This is a safe place. I'm agoraphobic.
Agoraphobia is essentially fear of fear. There are 5 different categories where somebody could be quote unquote agoraphobic. Being in open spaces, being in closed spaces, taking public transportation, standing in lines or crowds, and being outside of their home. The reason why people with agoraphobia experience fear of fear is because their concern is that when they are in any of these environments, that they will experience panic, anxiety, or fear and be unable to get out of that situation.
I can't go outside.
Yeah.
I've been slipping, getting into a really dark frame of mind.
In terms of predictions about her agoraphobia, it seems like it's there. It seems like it's real. I'm very excited to talk about the manipulation that's shown in the film. Getting the food delivered. And paying through the door, wow. The fact that she has to put money through the door, she can't even have a conversation. It overwhelms me and probably most therapists because human beings need connection. It's so unbelievably debilitating and it just makes the disorders worse.
Tell me to go outside.
Why not make today the day you go outside?
To hear that from a loved one can sometimes just feel like pressure and as though they don't understand what you're experiencing in that moment. So we have to be really careful when we're trying to set goals for people that we love that are going through this.
I have a review with Dr. Kenner this week. Seeing as I've been unable to get you out the front door for the last 10 months, she's going to wonder about the source of my optimism.
Of course we have teletherapy today, but her therapist had to go to her house in order for her to get help. And I just think that it's important to realize that people that struggle with agoraphobia, they may want help and they may not actually know that therapists would be willing to go to their house.
I've been a shrink for 15 years. I know a threat when I hear one.
I like that about this film because it's showing that she can have all of the knowledge that she has about how the mind works and how the body works, and she can still experience mental disorders because we're all human.
Did you read about Elevan? Take a look at the side effects.
I know you're not supposed to drink on it.
They always say that.
When we take psychotropic medications, which are medications that affect our brain, it can release certain amounts of chemicals. It can be hard to differentiate between what's reality and what is a side effect of the medication.
Oh, Halloween tonight. How do we do it without you going outside? You want to get some candy?
I'm not going to give out candy. I'm going to turn the lights out and pretend I'm not home.
That makes sense. Having trick-or-treaters come and knock on your door when you are agoraphobic, I can imagine is so incredibly overwhelming because you are trying to avoid the world, and the world is literally coming and knocking on your door. I bet you that's so scary for her.
Get away from my house!
Yeah. That's really sad. Wow. But she opens the door. Wow. She started to have a panic attack. And I can understand that because exactly what she's afraid of is happening. A judgment, being unable to escape, having people come into her safe place. Such an overwhelming experience. Wow.
I can't go outside.
Oh. You're stuck inside this shitty house. Oh man, hate to be stuck inside a house this shitty.
Wow. To critique the home as a shitty place to live is not helpful. It's just not helpful. And I also think that her roaming around the house in the way that she did could be not helpful either. And I think she caught herself with that. But if that is the only place that she feels safe is in that home, to have somebody else roaming around through it can create anxiety. She seemed to be able to compose herself though, but that may have been because of the alcohol. That shot definitely, to me, it felt like it was showing the visceral effects that she was having, because she may be feeling like things are spinning, feeling like things are slowing down. And so I think that that was an important way to show what it feels like for the person inside versus what we can see on the outside. Using an umbrella, I think that that's a really smart idea because we want to shield ourselves when we're experiencing anxiety and we are afraid of going outside and being seen by people. It depends on what the feeling is or the thought or belief is that the person has about going outside. But the umbrella can be helpful so that you feel like you have a container around you and a place to hide, essentially. I was so excited to see that she grabbed the umbrella and went outside because she has been capable of doing that the whole time. But I was overwhelmed with the fact that it had to be for a negative reason. There were definitely things in the film that were recognizable in real life. The way that she locked her doors, the way she looked out of the window, the way that the therapist came to her house, those are all very accurate depictions of agoraphobia. But I also think that there are people that would take that step that she did and say, I'm a human being that can help someone and I can overcome what's going on in my mind in this moment, and she did just that. I want to know so bad, I can't wait to watch it. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Dr. Courtney Tracy. You know me on the internet as The Truth Doctor, and go ahead and check out The Woman in the Window on Netflix.